Hi, Westminster. Here we are for our second week of encouraging our way through the season of Advent, acknowledging that as this season gives us plenty of time for celebration and gathering and joy, it also allows space for the sadnesses and the sorrows that we hold to find their way. Shaylon Harkin, the poet and author, reminds us of these parts of ourselves and reminds us that they yearn for the light. And that is what the season of Advent is, for us to find time to connect with the parts of us that yearn for the light as we wait and watch for the light that comes into this world. So hear her words as we step through this season. This world is hungry for a deep light that can only be harvested through our shadows. Our souls are hungry for a spirituality that allows the full range of our authentic being, that doesn't insist on our shallow light while cutting the depths of our darkness off at the knees. Our hearts are hungry for a feeling of home that allows all of us back in, even and especially our most exiled and condemned parts, our most lawless and impoverished and impossible to control parts, our most disheveled, unkept parts that have never known how to put themselves together or how to gloss on a false smile. Our hearts are screaming for these parts of us to return with that kind of desperate love of a mother separated from her child. And our shadows are equally vulnerable and quaking with desperate desire to be summoned home. May this be part of our watching and waiting this season. And for a little encouragement on our way, she offers us this image. She says, the hardest work we'll ever do is holding up these useless umbrellas to block ourselves from all this grace. And so maybe that's part of what we dare ourselves to do, to go ahead and put down our umbrellas and stand full out in the rain of all this grace that's falling around us. And then one of my favorite beloved authors, Jan Richardson, I share these words to give us encouragement that there's time in this season of Advent. We don't have to rush, and that as we make our way through, we are not alone. This grace and God's blessing is with us. She says, this blessing can wait as long as you can, longer. This blessing began eons ago and knows the art of enduring. This blessing has passed through ages and generations, witnessed the turning of centuries, weathered the spiraling of history. This blessing is in no rush. This blessing will plant itself by your door. This blessing will keep vigil and chant prayers. This blessing will bring a friend for company. This blessing will pack a lunch and a thermos of coffee. This blessing will bide its sweet time until it hears the beginning of breath, the stirring of limbs, the stretching, reaching, rising of what had lain dead within you and is ready to return. So blessings and peace as we allow all of our parts to find home, to yearn and watch for the light, and knowing that we are not alone on our way. Amen.